Good day, everybody. If I seem unusually pumped, it's because the school season has started and I'm one of those wackos who loves school. Anyway, welcome. Today is Psalm 27:2. We did Psalm 27:1 yesterday. And the verse is, "When the wicked came against me to eat my flesh, my enemies and my foes, they stumbled and fell." Now, what's the context here? Because that's a really weird verse. Well, the context here, David had just said in verse 1, he was talking about how the Lord was the strength of his life, how the Lord was his light, and how the Lord was the reason he would not be afraid. So, here's David talking about who the Lord is, and then he talks about how his enemies, they came against him to eat his flesh. Well, weird question. Does he mean that his enemies actually came to eat his flesh? I'm going to say probably not. I'm going to say it's hyperbolic or metaphoric. It's one of those two, I'm sure. I can't remember which one. I got a award in English. It's right there. I know what I'm talking about probably there. But, this is symbolic language, right? I don't think that he meant that they were literally coming to eat his flesh, but there are stories of people literally coming to eat flesh, so it could be literal, but it's probably figurative. Anyway, he's just talking about how these people were coming to destroy him, and utterly destroy him. But then he says that his enemies and his foes, they stumbled and fell. And if you look at the context, earlier he's talking about God's strength. He's talking about how God is his salvation. He's the one who comes to rescue him. And he's talking about how God is his light. So I think this goes with the earlier verse. It talks about when people come against us and we're walking with God, God protects us. I think the armor of God is a good example of this. And I won't go into all the armor. Just the idea of standing firm, having the whole armor of God on, would be a good spot. If you want to go read Ephesians 6 and apply it here and think about it. Think about when your enemy comes to attack you. And I know he's talking about a physical enemy, and the Bible is pretty clear that our struggle is not against flesh and blood. But you can kind of relate those that if we want victory, we need to be walking in accordance to God's instructions. I hope that helps you for today. I hope you find these at least a little bit helpful. If you find something I say sounds weird or needs clarification, drop a comment and I'm willing to clarify what I mean. My goal is not to make heresies, just to be clear. So, here we are. Our goal for today is to walk in the Lord and trust that he will protect us from our enemies and that we will be given knowledge when to fight against the spiritual forces and when to trust God with persecution and so on. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Good night.